Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who just got out of a screening of Legion, Robert Lamb.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How was Legion with Paul Bettany?
Not as good as, what was it, The Priest? What was the other one?
Oh, yeah, that one they just signed on to make that movie. So, technically.
Okay, yeah, that's true. It's coming out soon. I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah.
I'm a big Paul Bettany fan. I hear he's going to play, a Marvel superhero.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure one. I'm thinking either Black Widow or Vision.
I would love. So he's in Legion, right? And now he's going to be in the upcoming movie Priest. What should be the third of his kind of angel priest trilogy? Like the Kung Fu Father?
It should just be, yeah, I guess that, or just like some kind of like remake of Devil's Advocate.
And he's, but it's a fist fighting movie though.
Yeah. And he plays Al Pacino's character.
Oh man.
Obviously, Keanu Reeves reprises his role.
I would love Devil's Advocate, just Al Pacino screaming.
Al Pacino screaming at any point. Did you watch, oh wait, never mind. That movie's not out yet.
Well, yeah, it's in development. You're probably talking about the movie The Irishman. So Scorsese's been marketing it to studios. So we'll see, man. I think he's going to have to go to a screening, like a streaming option. Really new. But yeah, I think he could maybe go that way. What do you think?
I think so. He's going to have to look for, different outlets anyways. Because I don't know who's going to pick it up. I hear it's going to be a pretty long movie.
All right, so Robert, if you've listened to the podcast before, he's joined me on many episodes. And over the last few years, you've come in to predict the 2008 Academy Awards. You've predicted the 2009 Academy Awards with me. And now we're predicting the 2010 Academy Awards. Fingers crossed.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait to get into this.
And also, you're a prolific podcaster yourself. Your show Paralyzed was just featured on a top 40 best fictional podcast list that you have to listen to in 2020. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, well, it's really going to pick up steam in those last 3 years, 2018, 2019, and then 2020. So I'm looking forward to it. I just got to get to that point.
Yeah, I think you will, man. I foresee good things. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, like, my goal was to just, get known and stuff like that. And right now, it's a slow build, but those final 3 years, I think it's going to really pick up steam.
10 years from now, in 2020, we should meet up and just see where we're at,
A retrospective kind of,
yeah.
like, movies, films, flicks, how my podcasts are doing. I get it.
Yeah, let's just get together. We'll go to St. Pete. We'll record in the Berg. We'll watch.
I might have to. Well, before we podcast, I might have to make a coffee first because I'm gonna predict that my studio is gonna be pretty cold.
We should watch. There's a movie coming up being made called Spring Breakers. Harmony Korine's planning it. I would love, it's supposed to film in St. Pete in 3 years, so I'm really excited to watch.
Will Florida offer a lot of tax breaks or tax incentives, so they'll start filming here a lot more? I hope so.
I think what they'll do is they'll offer a lot of them, and then they'll take them all away, and everyone will come up to Georgia.
Oh, you think Georgia, where in Georgia do you think will become a hot spot of filming?
Well, in the Atlanta area, Fayetteville, Noonan, stuff like that, around Atlanta. I think, somewhere up 85 up north. I think some studios are going to it's going to start with a lot of warehouses. This is my prediction, but I think big places maybe like Pinewood are going to build in Atlanta, south of Atlanta, and we're going to become a hub.
I figured out of all the states and all the cities, I think Atlanta, Georgia would probably be a prime area for especially Marvel films and maybe even a series about The Walking Dead.
Well, I hear now The Odd Life of Timothy Green and Footloose are coming, and Walking Dead's supposed to start filming soon.
Jeez, now that's a triple feature I would watch. Odd Life of Timothy Green, Footloose, and then The Walking Dead.
If you watch The Odd Life of Timothy Green, I got hired to be an extra on it. So if you look in the background, you'll see me supposedly working as a factory worker in many of the scenes.
Supposedly, but in essence, you were just actually just moving a box around or something.
Yeah, basically walking with not moving my arms, doing the extra walk.
Doing the mom Shannon in Seinfeld where she looks like she's carrying two invisible briefcases.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching this movie, and it hasn't come out. It won't come out until 9 years from now. But I had a time machine, and brilliant movie called Annihilation. And there's a scene where Natalie Portman's teaching, but in the background there's all these extras walking like they've never walked before in their life. And other than that, it's a great movie. But the arms don't move; their heads are straight. It's a very creepy walk. So watch Annihilation in 10 years, and you'll see that.
In 10 years, do you think they'll have a screaming bear in it? Because that's the only way I'm going to watch it.
Oh man. Yeah, all right, so Alex Garland is doing it, and he wrote Sunshine, he wrote 28 Days Later, and in 28 Days Later, a crow screams, or a crow crows, and then in Sunshine, there's some screaming. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, screaming is definitely a motif in his films.
Okay. I was just wondering if there'd be maybe like a bear. I just haven't seen a movie with a bear in it for a long time.
Someone better turn into a plant.
That too.
All right, so we're going to predict the 2010 Academy Awards, and we're going to start with the best animated feature film. Right? So here's who's up for best animated feature film. These movies were released in 2009, and now they're being nominated in 2010. So we have Up, Coraline, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Princess and the Frog, and The Secret of Kells. This might be the most stacked year of anime. I love all 5 of these movies, and they've all aged well.
I haven't seen The Secret of Kells. That was the only one I didn't catch in theaters.
Oh yeah, it's good.
All the others.
I mean, Princess of the Frog, man, has Keith David, and it has that alligator who does that barfing thing, like. Bleh.
And that's going to be the last time that Disney does like a drawn cartoon animated feature, right?
Yeah, I mean that has to be. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I mean that's.
Right.
Brilliant, right? But do you think it's a little too weird for audiences?
Yeah, because, okay, here's the thing is when I think of animated features, I'm usually thinking along the lines of like kind of being a kid, you know, the cartoons and stuff. Now, granted, there are a lot of animated features that are for adults as well. A lot of like Howl's Moving Castle, I think is even more like
it's Ghibli movies.
Yeah, it's like deeper than just a regular cartoon film or something like Toy Story. But not to say that Toy Story doesn't have deeper meaning or anything like that, but I think they're geared towards kids. So for me, although I will say Up is also a pretty, at times, serious in tone for a kid's film.
I mean, the first 5 minutes, everyone talks about how the first 5 minutes. I watched this movie in Korea. Did you know that? About
really?
6 months ago.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. But, no, so that's where I saw it. But, yeah, the first 10 minutes is really with the relationship between the couple. It's heartbreaking. But I gotta tell you, man, I think in 10 years' time, in 2020, more people will be talking about either Coraline. I think more people will be talking about Coraline.
You think so?
I think in 2019, I'm going to write an article for Cracked about how the other mother in this movie is one of the scariest PG creations ever in a PG world after 1986.
I just watched a video on YouTube that was going to be made in 8 years from now that discussed Tim Burton. Basically, they played films and they asked the people watching if they thought it was a Tim Burton film or not a Tim Burton film. And a lot of the films, you know, directed by Henry Selick were films that people thought Tim Burton directed, and Coraline was one of them.
I love that movie. Now, we can't go against Up, right? We can't go against Up.
Up. I just feel Pixar has been knocking it out of the park pretty much every year.
Yeah, they just keep doing it and doing it.
They know how to do a story. They know how to do animation. It's funny. It's sad. It's got a lot. I don't know.
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see these other 4 lose, man.
I know. I think Fantastic Mr. Fox. I mean, it's not my favorite Wes Anderson, but you know, it's up there.
All right, I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to go for the new hotness. I'm not going to go for, I'm the guy, I'm basically Adam Sandler if he played a diamond jeweler who keeps making terrible bets. Like, I'm putting my spot in that. Like, I'm putting myself, if he made a movie about that, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
So I'm taking Coraline, fingers crossed, to win.
Oh, see, and I hate to do this. I hate to be that guy, but I am a big Pixar fan minus Cars, the Cars series. I'm a big Pixar fan. I'm going to have to go Up. I have to go Up.
Yeah, you're going to win. I'm putting unnecessary stress. I'm going with the sexy bet.
Don't be like that. You never know.
I mean, fingers crossed.
Like he needs an Oscar. He hasn't won yet, right?
Nope.
I don't think he's won.
All right, so I mean, let's do it. Let's do Coraline, and then you're up. All right, so I'll write that down. Lock it in.
Nice.
Set in stone. It's good to go. All right, so let's move on to the best foreign language film.
We're still putting money on this, right?
Yes, we are. Yeah, 2,000 per each one.
Yeah, for each pick.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you're gonna be owing me $2,000.
It's possible, but I took out a small loan, so I should be fine.
Yeah, I did a reverse mortgage.
Nice.
I did a title.
Oh, okay.
All right, so best foreign language film: The Secret in Their Eyes, The Milk of Sorrow, A Prophet, or The White Ribbon, or Ayami. So which one do you think is gonna win this? Listen, A Prophet, man, gangster film, gangster picture, right?
Yeah.
People love gangster pictures.
Yeah.
But Goodfellas lost to Dances with Wolves, so you can't go with it.
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. There's something about A Prophet. I remember seeing it on Rotten Tomatoes and just seeing like it had a 99%, and I was like so excited. Because I love film reviews and critic reviews. I'm one of the few of my friends who do, and I just basically I was like, I gotta go see this, and I'll admit I saw The Secret in Their Eyes, which that's a contender, but I think I like A Prophet.
I mean, it's an excellent movie. It's really, Scorsese loved it. He was like, man, this picture's great.
It's a French film. Well, I'm trying to think. What was last year? Did we do Best Foreign Language last year?
I mean, I don't remember, but I think we were both wrong.
I'm going to Prophet.
You're going to Prophet?
What are you?
I'm a big Haneke fan, so I'm going to go with The White Ribbon. I love the cinematography. I think it looks beautiful. I think it's just a bonkers picture. It's a good drama, good mystery. It's just, I love how it spirals, right? I mean, it won the Palme d'Or. It's a tough picture, but I don't think there's a more beautiful looking film. So
now the Palme d'Or is the cologne you use, right?
Yeah, I do. So what I do is I spritz twice on my neck, twice on my wrists, once behind my knees, and then twice under my armpits.
I just wanted to say that for people listening, they might not know what the Palme d'Or is. I just figured let them know that you got that at like Macy's or something like that on sale.
Macy's, come on, man. Nordstrom's. What are you talking about?
My bad.
Come on now. Who do you think I am? I went to Ulta and I bought it.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, I had a coupon. You can't Palme d'Or it all the time.
Yeah, I get it.
So what I do is I wait for a 30% off sale, then I use a 20% off anything coupon.
On Black Friday.
On Black Friday, and I can afford the Palme d'Or. I mean, I go heavy with it. Sometimes I barely stay conscious with the amount of cologne that I spray on myself.
I was gonna say, people know when you're coming like from like miles away. Like it's like kind of like a whale. It's like you're doing like a whale call. Like but they smell it. They smell it from just miles.
If I was ever a jewel thief or a cat burglar, they could just tell I was there. Who stole it? Yeah. Smell. Mark.
Yep.
He's wearing that Palme d'Or again.
Oh, you're the only guy who did it, right? Like,
the thing is, a lot of people are like, why do you wear that? But I kind of think to myself, listen, like, you call me, like, why? Like, if I didn't wear it because you told me not to wear it, what does that say about me? I gotta do me, man.
No, that's true. No, you should be in a cloud of Palme d'Or at all times.
I'm like the kid from Rugrat. No, I'm like the kid from
I know what you're thinking.
Peanuts.
Linus?
Yeah, the smelly kid.
Linus? Who's the smelly kid? Linus? I don't remember.
Yeah.
There's Linus. I don't know.
Isn't his name like Trash Bin or something?
Yeah, I don't remember. I only know Linus, Lucy, I think, and Charlie Brown.
But I gotta say, Prophet looks good. I think Secret in Our Eyes is our favorite, and it should be. But I'm going White Ribbon because I love some Haneke.
All right. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'll lock it in.